for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, overfolding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk. I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the reigning Super Bowl champs. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually,
Let's go. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Ravens coming up next.
it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And we knew that they tried to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Dobbins. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra point in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 20. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
It's taken to the 26. And called out an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Jackson.
Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add to their 1st quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction, Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come. On first down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Jackson on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And some space here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run with Gibson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
Gibson again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Sly able to put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the Commanders' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. This one is Slayton over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Catch made by Slayton.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff football.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Powell, another throw on second down. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Howe will throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And they go play action with Howe. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going right back to Dotson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Hal down to throw it. Trucks over it. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Chase Young able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Hey, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. It's Hal. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Armour-Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, he did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Fourth down, Hal, desperation time. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. taken at about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Al throwing again after the pick 6. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
they're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll go play action. Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down here. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
First down, Howell to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
They go play action with Howell. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. That one caught by Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. It's Howell with another throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack on first down, Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Third and long, here's Howell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath.